Fox 10 News alert, former President Trump has been indicted for a third time, this stemming from the January 6th investigation.
And the indictment states that former President Trump spread lies about the outcome of the election despite knowing that those claims were false. Fox 10's Mark Martinez is live here in our studio with details. Mark.
And John and Ellen, this news came today that the former president was indicted by a federal grand jury in Washington, D.C., and he's facing 4 charges in this latest indictment. Here are the charges as we break them down for you. Conspiracy to defraud the United States, conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, obstruction of and attempt to obstruct an official proceeding, and conspiracy against rights. The grand jury handed up the indictment after spending the day behind closed doors at a courthouse in Washington, D.C. Trump is charged with 4 counts, including conspiracy to defraud the U.S. government and conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding. Arizona's election is specifically mentioned in the indictment. It says 2 co-conspirators contacted then Arizona House Speaker Rusty Bowers. One claimed a substantial number of non-citizens and dead people voted in Arizona, but provided no evidence. 2 days before January 6th, another co-conspirator asked Bowers to urge the legislature to decertify the state's legitimate electors.
And he said, just do it and let the court sort it out. And I said, you're asking me to do something that's never been done in history, the history of the United States, and I'm going to put my state through that without sufficient proof, and that's going to be good enough with me? That I would put us through that, my state, that I swore to uphold both in Constitution and in law? No, sir.
Based on Bowers' testimony before the House Select Committee last year, co-conspirator number 2 was Trump attorney John Eastman. Special counsel Jack Smith spoke this afternoon, calling the January 6th attack an unprecedented assault on the seat of American democracy.
Since the attack on our Capitol, the Department of Justice has remained committed to ensuring accountability for those criminally responsible for what happened that day. This case is brought consistent with that commitment, and our investigation of other individuals continues.
Trump's campaign issued a statement after the indictment came down, questioning why they waited 2.5 years to bring charges, which he calls fake. It goes on to accuse prosecutors of election interference because Trump is the front runner in Republican polls. Previously, the former president has indicated that any action he took concerning the election results was based on the recommendations of attorneys and an attempt to work through the legal system, not undermine it. And Trump is also charged with 40 counts for his handling of classified documents that were found at Mar-a-Lago. Special counsel Jack Smith, also the prosecutor on this case. Trump has pleaded not guilty, and for now, trial is set for May, but that is likely to be pushed back. And back in April, the Manhattan District Attorney announced a 34-count felony indictment against Trump. He's accused in New York of falsifying business records in order to hide the hush money payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels. Prosecutors allege that that was all done in order to hide information from voters before the 2016 election. Trump has also pleaded not guilty to these charges. That trial is set for March. And there may be more legal troubles ahead for the former president. Another grand jury probe in Fulton County, Georgia, also looking at the 2020 election, could hand Trump a 4th indictment. A Georgia judge just rejected Trump's request to stop that probe. Trump has been ordered to appear before a federal judge in D.C. on Thursday for these latest charges. We, of course, will have much more on this indictment on later editions of Fox 10 News. Mark Martinez, Fox 10 News.